The city of Cape Town has, over the last few years, made considerable strides in integrating climate change considerations into existing methods and tools of governance. We, have looked at various models of the way climate change is governed. We've moved away from previous models, which still exist in most other governments in South Africa, where climate change is sort of pigeonholed into a particular part of the city, often in environment departments or related types of functions. And that's certainly the case at a national level. We treat it through a risk lens. And so hence, climate change is featured as one of the major risks for the city of Cape Town, along with other risks, for example, state of infrastructure or the impacts of extortion and the construction mafia, or the state of the fiscus and the national economy. So we treat it alongside other risks, and we obviously treat it in that particular way. So climate change integrated into risk management is vitally important. Climate change integrated into business continuity management is another consideration which we have made. Climate change integrated into project and portfolio management, and maybe let me make another comment about that, is also very, very important. So in our enterprise management system, which we run every single project in the city on, there are thousands of capital projects in our portfolio at this point in time. Every single project manager is expected in a module inside of the project enterprise system to tag their projects for climate benefit. We look at both the resilience through the infrastructure. So that is the benefit that is to be gained by one community or the city as a whole, as well as the resilience of the project. That is the ability of that project to withstand disruption during the execution and ultimately the commissioning and handover of that particular project. It's a very, very important step to have taken because it improves the data and the ability to analyze the portfolio and the extent to which it responds to whatever the climatic impacts are expected to be. And we've been doing that for about 3 years now. And so we're able to talk with considerably more certainty around the extent to which the portfolio is responding to climate change. So the integration of climate considerations into project, program, and portfolio management is vitally important as well. Of course, there are other tools which are important and methods, the integration of climate into, for example, public communications. We now run a year-long Let's Act campaign. It has various deliverables at different points of the year. Let's Act is a call to community action, and it can be the tagline for a range of different actions where government wants to partner with communities, whether it be in the waste space or whether it be in the energy space or whether it be in the environment space. The Let's Act campaign is the tagline and tool of corporate communications and is useful for encouraging action from residents of Cape Town. So those are some examples. Of course, climate change is also fully integrated into our strategic management framework, which is our annual way of looking at the pivots that are required in the organization over a shorter planning cycle, 1 to 3 years. So consideration is given to that as well. So climate change is becoming more familiar to a much wider range of city officials because instead of treating it as something different or something new that needs to be put in a particular box, it is feeding through the existing governance processes which are established by municipal legislation already, whether it be the Municipal Systems Act or the Municipal Finance Management Act. And that makes it much easier for city officials to respond and ultimately to act as well.